Hey everyone, this is Delta bringing you Week 7 of the CNC tournament. This is the Week 7 match against Ionian Vanguard, and as you may have noticed, once again, there are no comms from my teammates. Unfortunately, this time it was really unfortunate. I had Metal open during the game, and it just decided not to record, so that's why I'm doing this post-commentary style thing again. I'm going to be recording this live, one take, so enjoy. In the meantime, as we're loading into the game, this draft obviously was really nice. I ended up getting Caitlyn because they left it open. So, puts me on my best champ in the Jhin matchup. Jhin is one of the harder matchups for Caitlyn, but it's really dependent on the player. If the Jhin is good, he's able to go even. Otherwise, it's still Caitlyn favored for the most part. And considering they have a Lulu and we have Nautilus, I think this lane was definitely favored towards us. So yeah, afterwards we picked Nautilus and Hecarim on B2, B3. And the rest of the draft was just really good for us. The main things I was looking out for this game were just the Malphite pick, just making sure I wasn't getting caught by Malphite ults or whatnot throughout the game. Anyways, now we're into the game. Scoreboard. So we tried to go for this level 1 invade here through mid. Normally we're invading through bot a lot of the time, through bot try. But we decided to swap it up this time, thinking that teams would have figured out that we invade through bot a lot of the time. So we decided to invade through mid. But they actually ended up placing the ward in that spot there, which I think we called it out. I think it was right about now we called it out, saying, oh, we're probably on a ward, they're not here. Or they're stacking a bush or something. So we just end up walking out regardless. We're just not wanting to mess with like any level 1 shenanigans or whatnot. It would still be favorable towards us regardless. But at that point it would just fuck up wave states and like the time we get to the lane. Pretty standard level 1, we do see their bot lane on the word that we placed on their blue, so we do know that they're leashing. They don't know that we're leashing bot at the moment until we show them the lane. Once we get to the lane, I see Jhin there, I see Lulu there. We're just waiting for a bit until Snedder's in XP range, and then I just Q'd a last hit. And then I start pushing afterwards, looking to push for level 2. It's always important in lanes where you have hard engage supports like this that you're actively pushing for level 2. Because if you're not doing it and you let your opponent push for level 2, they're able to all-in you just as easily as you can all-in them, regardless of support. But especially on the hard engage supports, it's super telegraphed. Like in terms of what your play is going to be. The Snyder lands a really nice hook here. I'm following with autos, and then I wait until the end of the combo until I follow up with 90 caliber net into the over Peacemaker, and I end up junking at Jhin super hard, forcing him to pot. He actually started Doran's Blade, so he doesn't have any more pots for the rest of this lane. So if I continue to land harass on him and keep him super low, I'm able to build a CS advantage up really slowly. Because Lulu's not going to be able to shield through all the bulk that I have. Otherwise, it takes 3-wave crash here regardless, because we ended up pushing for 2. I'm on 17 CS, so I've only missed 2 in these first 3 waves. And I'm able to get my recall off here as a cheater. Snyder doesn't have to back right now. And I'm sitting on 500 gold, so I just ended up buying Longsword plus a control ward. Snyder doesn't even have enough gold to reset for anything, so he's just looking for whatever. He tries to go roaming mid here, but he's not able to do it. And now he has the reset for boots, so he's able to reset now and come back to lane just in time. Meanwhile, I get the recall off immediately, and I'm able to come back to the lane and set up a freeze potentially. This part's just gonna be a bit boring for the most part. Bit of a scuffle for the Scuttle Crab happened topside. They ended up securing top Scuttle. So King looks to go bot here. I'm not gonna play super far up into the wave. I'm just gonna play to thin it out for a bit, then look to set up the freeze. If they try walk up, we can just instant fight with the item advantage. And I have more sustain than he does. I just end up popping a pot here, so I'm staying on full health. But regardless, they end up taking the recall. I can't really tell because I'm not stepping up. But I just keep holding the freeze because I'm not too scared. I don't need to recall for anything at all. Normally you'd want to be pushing in a state like this, but because they're not there, I'm able to freeze, even with King inviting bot side jungle. Just a bit devastating. We do see Lulu over the ward, so we know Jin's alone here. So I'm just still looking to keep the freeze for as long as I can. If he ever looks to step up, that's when we fight. Otherwise, we just zone him off the wave. I do end up using another pot here just so I can maintain the freeze. Yeah, at this point, Vanguard's looking to they're looking to set up for Dragon bot side. Mid like fake that he was gonna roam down, didn't actually roam down. Ended up taking a bit more for us than I needed to there, but we're still maintaining the freeze regardless, even if we're not engaging at all, which is still really good for us because they're playing constantly scared. And with my item advantage, I've already built a 25 CS lead so far. Snyder lets another really nice hook and forced the flash on the Jin. I kept polymorph. I'm still following with autos anyways. Again, Jin just has no health. He's not even able to play the lane any further, so I just get the plate here really easily. Again, another huge item advantage. Land the Q. For another auto. I'm just playing back with the wave, playing through the wave regardless. Here, King sees Viego, calls for a collapse, so we're walking up, but they walk as well through their own try. Nothing really happens out of it, just a slight rotation. And we know they didn't have vision set up here, so I was thinking we could probably just sit in this bush here, wait for them to walk up into us, and then we kill them. But they kind of just sat in the lane. They didn't actually walk up into the bush to ward or anything. So I just get bored. King also called that Viagra was still bot side, so I just ended up showing in the lane regardless. Should be the first kill of the game coming soon. Yeah, right about now. Lands the hook once again, with the Jin just not respecting it. I land the trap, land the nat, get the headshot, get the first blood off of it. And that's all just because of how I set up the lane before. Just being able to get the item advantage and getting those good trades off really easily. Once again, Viego was still bot side, getting called that he was bot side, so I just back up off the wave here, but regardless, it's still a good lane state for me because the lane pushes back due to the even minion rule. So I'm able to take the recall here regardless, even if the lane is on their side. I come off with a really good back. I get new quiver pickaxe and a cloak. Jin is simply just on a pickaxe longsword, so he's gonna be massively behind, and given my longsword start compared to his Doran's Blade start, I'm consistently 350 gold ahead of him. Once again, we're just setting up a freeze. Just playing slow until stuff comes off a cooldown. I think we're actually playing for Snyder 6 at this point. Once we get 6, we're most likely looking to fight just off the item advantage. I think it was at this point I said he should have more XP than them, so he should hit 6 first before they do. I'm just sitting in the wave at this point. They're single-handedly just being zoned off. They know Snedder's in the bush, so they're just really scared to walk up to even farm at all. No, he's 6. Lily still isn't 6, which is huge for us. Snedder gets a really good angle here, actually. Once again, just pushing him off the wave. Like, he doesn't even have to throw a single skill shot at all. They're walking through the tower, like next to the wall again, so it's just really easy poke for me to land on him. Even was at this point I said I had Gale Force on base. So I'm just able to keep pulling pushed up at this point. I don't even have to look for the reset, like, super early, though I did want to actually get the reset now. We looked for the collapse on Viego. I ended up R'ing Viego here. And doesn't quite pick up the kill. I'm still walking up regardless, because this fight's good for us, even with a numbers disadvantage. I EQ Viego. Lulu, the Lulu. And I'm chasing with the Lux. Pick up that kill. Actually, no, Nala's picked up that kill. But I ended up picking up 2 kills in that fight and an assist. So I'm in a really good state right now. Jidden probably doesn't shut the wave fast enough because he doesn't have too much mana. So I'm able to stay for the dragon here. Just take it a bit faster and then walk for my wave, and then I'll collect the wave afterwards. Get back just in time for the cannon. I'm just looking to reset now. Now that the fight's over, I have a bunch of gold. I'm just able to reset. I'm sitting on 2k gold, so I get the Gale Force, and I believe it's the Zeal I built with it as well, looking to build Rapid Fire. Yeah, it is the Zeal. Okay. Got another dagger as well, just looking to build Rapid Fire. I'm essentially just doing the LCS build, where I'm just getting Gale Force Rapid Fire and playing max range. I don't really care for Collector, even if it's a Collector game. I feel like Rapid Fire is just better on these Collector champs most of the time. Just because you have the range to play from. Collector just feels kind of useless at this point. Like, sure, you get the execute, and I think it's actually good into healing, like, drain tanks or whatnot, because you get the execute on those champs. If you're not playing any of those champs, or you have, or you don't have, like, a damage over time in your kit, I don't think it's worth it. Anyways, they just end up resetting because it's, like, pretty much desperation for them. I'm just able to take the tower really easily.
Turret plating will soon fall.
I think here we see Viego. Yeah, we definitely saw Viego here, so we're ready to turn. I'm trying to pass away from the Jin ult towards the Viego and behind Snyderman as well, so I don't get split. The first shot went wide on it, but afterwards I kind of just walked and didn't really hit me at all. Especially with Nautilus tanking, there was no real way he could hit me there. So we ended up getting 2 kills there onto the Viego and Lulu, and I get the tower. So it's a really good spot to spot out the map for us. They're staying for another wave.
Blue team's turret has been destroyed.
Getting that. Just looking to walk into their jungle again. Walking out through their jungle, just seeing if there's any other things we can do. Pop the blast gun. At this point, I just recall. Sitting on 1,400 gold, I ended up getting rapid fire off my base. And a control ward. And I just path mid, just looking to break mid now.
A summoner has disconnected. A summoner has reconnected.
There's a slight bit of a pause there that happened when Jin DC'd, but nothing too major. I wasn't too familiar with how much damage Lux would do at this point, so I'm not playing super far up. You end up getting sick. Catch this for fucking forever. Plus the Polymar, which is really annoying. Let me just fix up that one. I'm just looking to siege the tower now. We end up seeing Malphite there from topside, so I just end up backing out. Just because if Malphite R's me, I think Viego and him not the damage combined to kill me, so I don't really want to give over the shutdown. But we see Malphite walk away. Everyone kind of just walks away, so I start pushing up again. And it was really weird because we knew Malphite was topside, and he does this really weird loop. He's walking between his tier 1 and tier 2 through that to bot side, and I just didn't expect him doing this at all because I thought he was still topside. So he gets the R off on me because I had no idea where he was positioned. It was a really weird rotation that actually worked because I just wasn't expecting it at all. So we knew he was topside, so we thought he was still topside. But regardless, they get the pick on me, and they're able to get dragon here, but we trade for both at the same time. Luminous tried to go for the steal, but his E didn't work to clean the comms. So this part's funny, I'm gonna focus the camera on him for a bit. He ended up canceling once already. And then this is the second time he canceled his recall. I just thought that was really funny. Once again, I'm just gonna be playing to push mid. Just playing shove waves again at this point, just playing for side lane pressure. Because Exodus is really strong, Luminous is really strong. So you see the Malphite being caught out here, so we end up walking up. Takes a bit longer than I had expected to kill him. But regardless, we get that kill. And I just rotate top to break top. And crashing the wave. Dropping the Herald, taking the tower, seeing Jin disconnect once again, seeing Jin reconnect once again, crashing the Herald from the second tower, And they're just late on the rotation. Like, they wanted to respond bot, and then they didn't respond bot. Like, ended up walking top, wasting a lot of time on it. Jin opens up with the curtain call. I don't see anything happening. I missed by this fight, unfortunately. I think the call was for us to leave, but I end up staying. I just don't see the Malphite, so don't look too late. I think we even had visions there, just off of the mini whip, and they just ended up getting ulted. That's one thing I need to work on. I just need to work on flash reactions. Because I'm way too greedy with the flash, especially in situations like those where I think I can get away, and I could just, like, clearly can't. So here, I think in the comms we were saying that they probably take Baron here. It was definitely a doable Baron angle once they chased King away. They killed me, they killed Exodus, and the Luminous was bot without TP. And they just didn't do Baron. Like, they were in the area and it was, like, definitely possible for them to do, and they just kind of didn't do it. So we were just really confused by that. Anyways, I see the Malphite showing top lane, so I'm just able to play up here because Malphite's the only person I'm really scared of for the most part. Until that happens. I get forced out the Lux ult, and I'm forced to go back to base now at this point. Place the fruit, and then I just take the fruit. Well, yeah, Lux is doing damage now that she's sitting on Mythic and an Hextech alternator. So I have to play scared of Lux skill shots as well as the Malphite now at this point. But Lux doesn't have a surefire way to land all of her stuff unless a Malphite engages. So in reality, it's just Malphite I have to play wary of. End up setting up for Dragon. We see Viego here. Luminous gets ulted. We end up getting a really nice fight, splitting them off really easily. Viego's on the right, everyone else is on the left. Oh, Lulu's there. I see the Malphite all go off. Oh, maybe we'll start hitting really here. Jin dies. Exodus. There's a Viego. There's a Lulu. Pushes a bit further. Lux dies. There's a Malphite, so I don't care for him. I just push. King gets the dragon. But I'm just playing really patiently, waiting for Exodus just to soak up everything. He's probably the tankiest person next to Snider on our team. It's just really nice having that terrain tank just being able to soak up all the cooldowns. Because once that Malphite is down, I'm able just to freely hit super easily. I end up securing the dragon. I'm sitting on a lot of gold. Just shy of IE, but I end up going to Raptors here, seeing that they're up. I take Raptors, get the gold, and then I reset for IE after this. Yeah, Luminous is also playing really far up bot at this point, creating a lot of pressure there. So once they respawn bot, King's able to out-rotate the rest of their team, and we're able to set up for Baron super easily. But yeah, they end up getting the kill on the Jin. I walk out super easily. I'm just gonna put my camera over there for now, because it's just me walking back to lane. He ends up going for the turn, getting a nice chunk of damage. And he just walked away. I'm just still pushing mid there. But Snider's there for the peel. He gets King out super easily, and this fight's pretty much done at this point. Everyone gets out alive. I start walking towards Baron now. Get the Scuttle Crab. See the Malphite. Didn't want to walk up on him. But then I see him ROI, so I'm like, okay, I can walk up now, whenever. I got the ward. At this point, me and Snyder are just looking to set up vision super early. I'm just looking to walk with him. We do end up seeing them there. Don't have a sweeper up just yet. See the gen, so I'm just looking to collect the mid wave whenever possible. I'm still always panning my camera over to areas where we might be fighting, even if I'm CSing, just so I know when to lead the wave and just rotate. We're all here, so we're just setting up for vision, walking into their jungle super aggressively. We don't exactly have the angle quite yet. So we still have to play patient for the Malphite ult regardless. Lumi's crown gets popped. Malphite doesn't have R, so we're perfectly fine right now. End up first sending it. There's the first vision. They just don't do on the Baron right now, so if I can see what it's I don't think this is the greatest ball in the world though, just for us to start hitting it like that. Because Xander ends up taking quite a bit of damage. They get a bit antsy though. They try to walk in fully. Viego's completely isolated from the rest of their team, so I just kill him completely with the Gale Force auto. I'm looking to follow through. Our Jhin, I get Lulu instead. Lux is dead. No, I'm just looking to push mid. I push the mid wave.
Blue team double kill.
And then there's also a ping for top, so I ended up walking top instead. This is the open hint tip that we got like 18 minutes in the game. I think there was a moment we tried, or we said we wanted to end the game or whatnot, but I think we just pulled back because we didn't think it was possible, and there would just be a safer play than that. In a perfect world where I end up walking for the top end hip, I think it's possible. But in this world, unfortunately, we did not end the game at 26 minutes. So we just end up getting our recalls once again. Ended up resetting, getting a Lost Whisper with my gold. Even though red's up, I'm just looking to get the mid wave first, just because it'll die to the tower. I always prioritize the waves before I get jungle camps or whatnot. So whenever getting calls for like, hey, stick red here, I'll always say, let me get the wave first. Or if there is no wave, then I'll just go for the buff. King actually takes the red from me here, which is perfectly fine. I'm not too mad about it. I don't really care if my junglers take buffs or whatnot. I usually take camps from them most of the time. But we're just setting up for Dragon again, because Baron was it just kept being hard take for us every time. And it's spawning up, it puts us on soul point. I'm just hitting from outside the pit right now because I don't want to play in towards the choke or close to the choke. That's so vicious. Because that was a bit of a spot for us even with Sandra there. But we do see the Malphite, we force the R out. He's dead. Look to the kill in Viego. Dead once again. And Illuminous plays really far up at this point because he thought had the wave, but we didn't. But his blunders here was actually really nicely, really nicely timed, dodging like 3 different abilities at the same time. And we just end up tanking the Jhin ult for him to get it. But Secondary King ended up playing super far up, so you get some miscommunication. I just walked up, got a Lux in the bunch. Lux dies. And I tried to go for something antsy. I got the kill on Lulu, but didn't actually cause enough damage to kill me there. Plus I was 1 second off of having Farsight for that, which I think was hilarious. I just wanted to go for a fun play, even though I give up my shutdown for that. It wasn't the smartest play in the world. I'd probably just wait for Farsight to come up, and then I hit Lulu over the wall, cutting away from the Jhin. And if Jin's in range, I fight the Jin instead. But that was enough gold for me to get the dumbass regards at this point, so I can actually do frontline damage. Just a bit of death timer time. It's actually somewhat of an important pick. I'll just go into Exodus real quick. He ends up getting the goal on control the invade, and we see the rest of their team there, which is just really good information for us. Even though he did give up the shutdown, I have a lot of information now at this point. See the Jin, you get the pick on him super easily because he's walking blind into their jungle trying to set up vision, even though he doesn't have teammates with him. And always sort of one of the things we noticed in Vanguard is that they usually just walk into jungle blind, like trying to set up vision in places where they really shouldn't be. They're just able to get picks like that super easily. Just swap the camera over to them just real quick. So he's just fighting 1v2 casually. Kills the Lux, runs away from the Lulu. We rotate over to him. Exodus comes through with the TP. Kill Josh as well. Rest in peace, Josh Sound. I'm just pushing mid at the same time while they're just doing that shit. We get the inhib in mid as well, so we're able to walk this wave in while they're clearing top. And I don't want to play super far up because I know Malphite has bar, and if he Rs me with Lux respawning, I will die. So I'm just playing off the wave at this point, just empowering the wave, not playing super far up. But King ends up crashing bot onto the inhib tower, so I just rotate down. He ends up looking for the check on the Lux. Lux is dead. I'm just playing slow again, just playing far away. Making sure I can land on all that. And he R's there. And it was just hitting the towers and ending the game now at this point. So yeah. I just need to play more patiently throughout this game, especially just waiting for the Malphite and whatnot. Other than that, my other death was just flashing over the wall, being antsy, seeing what I could do. But yeah, that's week 7 finished. Thank you for watching.